It's going to be Asher Chapman who gets us underway in this one. Rabbitohs running left to right there, and that's Mailangi. Gets them out about 18-20 metres out from their own line. They dish it out there to Giselle Lucchini. The big lump of a lad, he rolls them up the middle. The Souths go to that power game early in the contest, get them up about halfway line. Just trying to feel each other out here as Trusis gets it, tips it on to Lucchini. Takes two to put him on the deck. What are they setting up here, South? They're going to go right, out in front. Catch him pass. Into the corner. No, he's been pushed out over the sideline. That was great. Hang on, no, he likes that one. He's going to go with a try to the Rabbits into that corner. It's a good little shift. And they set that up with the forwards down the middle of the field.
Right,
the Rabbits.
Rabbitohs, number 2. Dennis Kelly to Kappa.
And you probably heard that in the background there, yeah. Dinashelli Talkafa with a try in the corner, and he had a lot to do. There was 2 or 3 Steelers coming across in cover. So he sways back and forth, gets down low, short run up, strikes it straight over the uprights there. South Sydney Rabbitohs 6 lead the Illawarra Steelers 0. Mace turns big. Mason Andrews underneath. He's over the line. He's been held up there. Schofield's sort of almost tipped on his back there by Hill. He wasn't able to do so. They go out the back this time as they go short to Ashton Moore. A little number 7 trying to direct traffic, but they've come up with an error. Local Coogee Wombat, the South Juniors competition. As he gets to Peyton Tara, he kicks it up. He was taken off his feet there. The Bunnies have gone up and caught the football. Offload. Caught in the last. But he's going to come back to this. He was tackled in the air. Peyton Tara. And look, they hoiked it up. They come up and challenged the kick there, the Bunnies. It was Clayton McGurn. He tipped it off to Taj Alfai Farani. He was tackled about 10 out, but the referee went with that penalty. Can South kick it out to an 8-point lead here? You're live on Bar Sports TV. Just taken over from the great James Sullivan, Sully. He's been here all day. I'm sure he's going to go and have a beverage as he moves in, strikes it. The linesmen like it. South Sydney Rabbitohs 8, Illawarra Steelers yet to score. There's Asher Pung on the field there with the pink boots, distinctive pink boots. Big carry. Another offload there from the Bunnies. Felton into the backfield. He's got Hill off his left. He beats the first one. Still surging up the field. Can he link up with anyone? As he gets a nice little offload there to Peyton Taro, who's goes out to Bader. Bader throws it behind his support player there. All right. Yes, back underway on the halfway line. The big number 11. Mifo. As they do a little tip on here. Amon out to Brookfield. They're all the running here. There he goes. Asher Chapman beats another one. Dives over. Great try of the Steelers. Beautiful left shift there by the Illawarra Steelers. It went for a number of hands. Appy Amoni, Brookfield. And he is an absolute flyer, this Asher Chapman. Stand-in fullback. They had a late scratching yesterday afternoon. There was an injury to fullback. The fullback, Oliver Burton. He had an ankle injury, but Asher Chapman has stepped in and he has not put a foot wrong. He absolutely exploded onto that ball. And when someone's steaming onto the ball like that, Asher Chapman, that's what you pay to come to the footy for. As Humphries moves in, strikes it, he's hooked this one. I don't think he's a regular goal kicker. Done very well. So far it's been tries to Talkafa of the Rabbitohs. Couple of goals there to the 5'8" Peyton Tardo, as Humphries moves in, strikes this one. This is a much better kick. No mistakes. Throws the kicking tee with a bit of confidence there. Turns one underneath. Fanupu's on the field. They start to go to their benches now. Brookfield hoiks one up. That's up for a long time. Classy fullback. Darcy Feltham comes through with a beautiful catch there. He's pretty silky. Pretty silky there, Feltham. There's Clayton Magoon. Rolls his sleeves up. Looks to get a carry going. Charlie Bader tries to go from dummy half, but he's wrapped up there by Appy Amon. He said, "You're going nowhere." It's Talcafa, the try scorer for the Rabbitohs, the lone try scorer. Looks to take a bit of pressure off his forwards as he goes short to Cabry. Benny Cabry on the field now as they go to Chusis. Goes out the back to Bader. Bader goes short to Magoon. Magoon takes some stopping. He's a thick lump of a lad. As Chusis shapes in, plays out, gives it off to Peyton. Peyton turns Alfai Ferrani underneath as the Bunnies look to go right here. And they're wrapped up. Left foot. Wrestled to the ground by very committed Steelers. Goal line D here so far. Chusis is rounded up by Appy Amon. He's shot out of the line. Inspirational play there by Amon. Peyton goes out the back to Feltham. It goes to nobody along the ground as they get it back inside to Diesel Galante. Galante brings it back to the middle of the field. He's rolled over just to the right hand side of the post. Last tackle. Peyton Tardo, double pump, throws it up in the air, intercepted by the Steelers. Jackson Ballinger, and that pass was well off the mark there. It floated in the air too long and well read there by Jackson Ballinger. And great goal line defence by the Illawarra Steelers. They're going to get a lot of confidence out of that one. And they start to go out to Humphries, pushes it out to Moore. Moore pokes his nose through, gets himself right into South Sydney territory. About 25, 30 metres out from the Bunnies line as they go wide, just on the stroke of half time. You can hear that bell in the background. Brookfield picks it up. Dummies, goes himself, flicks it out the back to Cooper Morrison. He dances, goes around behind one of his men, and he's felled in the tackle. And enthralling half of football. South Sydney led 8-0 there, and Steelers came back with a bit of ill discipline for the Bunnies. And it's 2 tries to 1 so far. And that might be it. We might go for a little break here on Bar Sports TV. Mailangi under the sticks. The Steelers' goal line defence has been a feature of the afternoon. Tackle 5. Goes out to Peyton Tardo. He dribbles one in the in-goal. And the Steelers, what's the referee going to decide here? Yep. Looks like they're going to do a dropout here, the Steelers. That kick was just long enough to get him in the in-goal. And the Bunnies come in numbers to force a goal line dropout. South Sydney, first time they've been able to build some pressure for quite some time. As they go long here, Bader hands it off to Cabry. Cabry winds up. And he lands on his front. Good football there from young Cabry off the kick-off there. As the Bunnies look to get themselves in some better field position here. That's Mailangi. As they shape right, go left to Bader. Bader beats the first man. Stays on his feet. Goes bloody close. But he's been held up. He's been held up. Captain of the Bunnies. As Humphries hoiks one up in the air. Over to goes up and high points the ball there. That's Mifo. Mifo gets it out to McGregor. Sonny McGregor's over in the corner. South did not want to contest the catch. And it was the big number 11, Crichton Mifo. Went up, high pointed the ball, poked his nose through. Great try there to the Illawarra Steelers. He's taking his time with this one, Humphries. He knows an 8-point advantage is going to be huge. Steps back, moves in, strikes it. It's waved away to the left here. Just sort of shaves across the front of the post. Beats one, offloads out the back. And they go again. The Steelers surging towards the line here. South just hanging on. Need to defend this set to keep a one-score game as the Bunnies come up. And great read there from Clayton Magoon. He's all over Mifo. Mifo clutches at his face. Thinks he might have been hit with the shoulder in the face here. A part of it by getting on as Schofield dribbles one in behind. A couple of Steelers are sitting there. It's popped up into his lap. The captain, Cooper Morrison. And again, another penalty. Looks like a bit of a push in the back. Cooper Morrison. He just got the rock star bounce, didn't he? It looked a little bit too easy. Looking to bend the line here. Rook's on the field now. Pushes it on to Chusas. And Rook gets it up to Peyton Taro. Peyton Taro out to Bader. Bader gets it up to Feltham. He pokes his nose through. A half break there from Darcy Feltham, the fullback. So go to the middle here. Bader pushes it on to Lakini. Big Giselle Lakini. Referee signals tackle 5. Bader wants it. Chip over the top for himself. And he comes through. And absolutely barrels Jack Goulder there. Wrapped him right up. Not a bad little run there. As we get into some Steelers territory. That's the captain, Chusas. Rook into dummy half. Long ball to Peyton Taro. Out the back to Bader. Bader dummies. Goes himself. Almost gets himself into the backfield there. Bader. He looks dangerous. He looks the most dangerous for the Bunnies here today. They signal tackle 5. Peyton Taro kicks one down to the corner. A wonky looking kick. And that one's easy. Easy meat there for Jack Goulder. Put the finishing touches on it. And Andrews been one of the best forwards on the field today. Big Mason Andrews. He gets it off to his front row partner, Schofield. He says, what about me? As they get it out to Brookfield. Tips it back on. They're all back on the field, the starting middles. He's tipped up on his head. He's going to go with... Oh, that was unlucky there from the Steelers. It looked like it was a lifting tackle. The referee decided against the penalty. Hudson Warren goes out of dummy half himself. Pokes his nose through. Got a lot of foot speed, young Hudson Warren. Like to see him get involved a bit more. Darcy Feltham down the short side. Tarani, slow play of the ball again. Out the back to Peyton Taro. He shapes the kick, holds it back. And it's a ricochet. 6 again, calls the referee. Darcy Feltham, like any good fullback, always willing to go back and chase. And that he did. He got back there and stopped a pretty sticky situation for the Bunnies. Bader shows in, plays out. Darcy Feltham beats the first one. Surges towards the line. Gets the ball down. He looks to celebrate. Referee points to the spot. We have a ball game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Try in the corner to Darcy Feltham. All the shape looked good leading into that one. As the Steelers come across. Cover wasn't good enough. The short run up by Peyton Taro. So we're going to go to the short side here. Charlie Bader, dummy and go. Don't take his dummies here, the Steelers. Loves a dummy here, Charlie Bader. It's nearly come off for him again. He's looked dangerous here this afternoon at Leichhardt Oval as they tip on. Chusas goes to the middle to Mailungi. As they go left, Charlie Bader. Have a little show and go. He loves a show and go, Bader. Rook out of dummy half. Surges towards the line as they hold him up. Just a metre out Laparoos Panther Juniors. We go wide to Chusas. Chusas to Peyton Tardo. He takes the line on. Pokes his nose through. Where are they going to go here, the Bunnies? They're going to go back to the middle here. There's Mailungi. Tackled a metre out from the line. Rook into dummy half. Go wide. Chusas. Chusas to Peyton Tardo. Holds the ball up. Goes towards the line, but great defence here so far. Goal line D by the Steelers as they signal for last. It's going to go Chusas. Chusas does a crossfield kick that's up in the air for eternity. The Rabbits come down with it. It's scored. And they celebrate. It's come up with a result for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. For the Rabbitohs, Charlie Bader. He's a threat every time he touches the ball. The fullback, Darcy Feltham, he's been in everything. It was a big celebration from the Bunnies, but I don't think it's over yet. Again, he's playing a year young. He can play in this competition again next year, Peyton. He's got this unusual setup here. He goes nice and low. One step, boots it straight between the uprights. South Sydney extend their lead. 18 points to 14. The referee just holding them back a little bit, letting them know don't be offside. They're going for the short kickoff. Out to the sides. Come off a Rabbitoh. They've come up with a result here. As Clayton Magoon tries to drag Goulding over the sideline. Looks like he might have hurt himself there, Goulding. There's Uppy Amone as a settler in the middle of the field. Chase the hooker, begging for the ball. Gets it out to Andrews. Andrews gets it out to Brookfield, and Peyton Tardo's all over him, the South 5'8". So he's really cutting his time down here as longer this game goes on. Got a great opportunity now with only a 12-man D-line for the Bunnies. They get out to Schofield. He skips and steps and backs his way in for this South Sydney defence. 25 metres out from his own line. As Chase goes to McAndrews. Tips on the back to Brookfield. He steps on the inside. Asher Pung comes again. Wrestles him to the turf. As Chase dummies, goes towards the centre of the field. Looks like there's a bit of space. They come up with a massive tackle there, the Bunnies. I think there was a bobble in the tackle. Celebrations. A lot of backslapping going on. It's getting a bit... There's a lot of taunting. I don't think the referee's going to like this. A lot of taunting. And that's it. The South Sydney Rabbitohs live to fight another day. Coming out winners, 18 points to 14, a dramatic finish. Having to come from behind. Scored a couple of tries in the dying minutes. And congratulations on a good season from the Steelers. Minor premiers, but they've gone bang, bang out the back door. For the South Sydney Rabbitohs, it was tries to Talcafa, Feltham, Magoon, and Peyton Tardo, 3 from 4 with the boot. On the other side, the Steelers, it was tries to Asher Chapman, Uppy Amone, Sonny McGregor, and he was only 1 from 3 from the boot, and that was the difference there for the 5'8", Taylor Humphreys. And that might be about it here for Bar Sports TV. Your caller, Grant Chaps Chapel. We'll see you next week live on Bar Sports TV.